I'm Dr. Mohamad Shamsuri Juhari. I do research that focuses on the Malay Muslim community of Singapore. How do you know that you've reached a certain destination if you don't know what it is, and if you don't know where you're starting from? This film project, it focuses on rebuilding of the Singaporean Malay identity. In this instance, by focusing on the legacy of Pulau Penyengat. The reason for the focus on Pulau Penyengat is the fact that many of the young people in Singapore, the ones from the Malay community, have very little knowledge of their origin stories as a community.
My name is Shifdi Amani. I'm 25 years old. I'm working as a security officer.
My name is Shakir. I am a second year student at Nanyang Technological University studying public policy and global affairs.
So one of the aims of this project is to give them the knowledge of what the real origin story of the Malay community in Singapore is. And that origin story begins all the way here in this region, in Pulau Penyengat.
I'm here to learn more about Malay heritage at Pulau Penyengat. I've heard that there's a lot of makams, graves. I heard that there's a lot of things that we can learn there as a Malay culture.
Engkau yang mencuri-cita Tintin daripada aku. Akan aku bunuh engkau. Engkau dah bercinta dengan kakakku hilang, tapi sekarang engkau nak bercinta dengan kekasih hatiku.
While today we don't have that much of success to show off, but at that time in Pulau Penyengat, it is a very respected center of intelligence. And like I said, once you listen to all the stories and look at the kind of books that's available on display, you'll be very surprised.
I'm here to find out more about the Malay world and how it impacts me as a Singaporean Malay.
For the group of young people who do not value or who do not appreciate in themselves being Malays, one of the reasons is because they don't appreciate their origins. They don't appreciate the story of their community, or they get the wrong sense of what that story is.
Saat ini kita berada di makam sang pemilik pulau, dan yang kita duduk ini adalah makam Encik Makoh binti Encik Jaafar atau Daeng Maturang.
Siapa dia?
Beliau erat kaitannya dengan Singapura. Beliau adalah ibunda daripada Sultan Husain Shah, seseorang yang pernah menjabat menjadi sultan di Singapura pada era 1819.
But what's missing in that history of Singapore is the history of pre-modern Singapore. And pre-modern Singapore would then be full of the contributions of the Malays. For the Malay community, it comes at a loss, because while the other ethnic groups can talk about the thousands of years of their history, there is something missing when it comes to Malay history.
Saat ini kita berada di salah satu monumen tentang pengobatan Melayu di Pulau Penyengat, tepatnya di Gedung Tabib. Ya, semacam klinik lah itu ya, semacam klinik, orang datang sini kemudian berobat. Baik, gedung tabib ini adalah gedung tempat pengobatan. Ini pada masa Raja Haji Daud. Namanya tabibnya bernama Raja Haji Daud bin Raja Ahmad bin Raja Haji Fisabilillah. Okey, Raja Haji Daud ni sebagai tabib, juga beliau ini penulis cendekiawan Melayu di bidang pengobatan.
If they no longer appreciate their value in being a Malay, if they see value in being identified by associating themselves with other kinds of identity, that would be a loss to the community. So for example, should they be more successful when they become older, they would have been in a position to contribute their knowledge, their resources to the efforts that we put in to raise the status quo of the community. So unfortunately, if we don't do things now to raise the appreciation in being a Malay, we would lose more. If this video helps Singaporeans as well as other people understand the value and the significance of Pulau Penyengat, and that leads to that desire to want to visit the island, that is one objective that I have achieved, and hopefully it leads to other great stuff also. I would like to echo the message that comes from the youth that had visited Penyengat, and like I said, they tell me to bring more Malays to the island, to introduce the history of Pulau Penyengat and get them to see the connection of Pulau Penyengat with the Malays in Singapore.
To me, that culture or that those practices, when I see them still living on to this day, I feel that where has our culture gone? You know, in Singapore, really.
Hari petang memakan penat sambil merebus si ubi kayu. Kami tunggu di Pulau Penyengat, tapak warisan budaya Melayu.
Coming over here, understanding the history, understanding the strength of your community, instilling confidence and motivation in yourself leads to success for yourself and again cumulatively success for the community and raising the status quo of the community.